Based in an international culinary mecca with more restaurants per capita than any other city in the world, All Things Food is an exploration of the culture of San Francisco through food, wine, and spirits. So if you're ready, let's go! Now I'm here sitting outside the famous Fog City restaurant at the Embarcadero and Battery Streets here in San Francisco, where everyone is talking about their mouth-watering oven-roasted whole chicken. Now this chicken is roasted with garlic butter in a wood-fired oven, but what makes it special is that it's been almost entirely deboned. Now, I've spoken to many of you diners personally here at the restaurant who want to know how to debone their own whole chicken at home. So let's step into the live kitchen here at Fog City under the culinary expertise of Ian Harvey, and he's going to show you how to do just that. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, now we're on. All right, so today we're going to be deboning a chicken. This chicken here, it's an air-chilled log. It's about 3.5 to 4 pounds. And here we go. First, I like to put our fingers in through the bottom of the chicken, find these little straight plated bones along the legs, the inside. Put the knife right along the other side, right up into the joint. Now separate the joint, make an outline down the spine. With your fingers, just separate the meat a little bit. We don't want to tear it. We do the same thing to the other side. Find the plate, separate the meat from the bone, right on down to the joint. Find that joint, outline down the spine. Separate the meat just slightly with your fingers, thumb, and we want to cut it right along the rib cage. Not all the way down, just down to this little bone here where it separates from to the breastbone. And here we'll separate this bone, the meat from there, separate the shoulder joint. Same thing on the other side. I like to turn the chicken so I can have a consistent angle. My knife, right down the rib cage, separate this meat from the bone, separate the joint. Cut off this little excess meat here so we can see what we're doing. Give ourselves a little room to work. Now that we're down to the rib cage, we separate the breasts from the bottom. You just want to use the tip of the knife along the bottom of the rib cage, the beginning of the breastbone, all the way up. If we use the whole knife, it's just going to tear up the chicken, tear up the meat. It takes away from the juiciness of it after we cook. So we just go up a couple of times, separate the tendon near the wishbone, follow the wishbone right down. Sometimes the wishbone is already broken. You separate the meat right down alongside that bone. No more bones, stop cutting. That's also why it's important to only use the tip of the knife. Do it a little bit at a time, and we don't overcut, we don't lose any product, no waste. So once again to the other side, we find that bone, just apply the knife, tip of the knife right on down the side there, right up along here, along the bone. Separate with the tip of the knife. Spray it up here, right down the wishbone again. Now separate that meat. And this wishbone was broken. So we just got to work with it. No problem. We're just about separated on here. Now let's take this whole skeleton out of here. Discard that. Now with our two breasts here, our tenders still intact. We want to feel for little bone fragments like this one here. We don't want any bone chips to get stuck in there. It's not good for your teeth. Separate our breasts here. Fold back our wings. Now we'll go to the thighs. You want to check here for bone fragments as well. It's one of the most important parts. I'll take these fragments off. Now take out the bones. We want to find the bone. Then run our knife right down the bone. Use the bone as the guide. One more time. Just the tip of the knife so we're not chopping up the meat too much. Nice juicy meat. Kind of, with your fingers, kind of pinch on the other side of the bone there. Just come up. This extra meat here. Just move the meat down. I'll save that. Right here, the bone will just snap out of the joint, just like that. This is, again, check for extra bone fragments that we didn't get. This one's clear. Same thing other side. Find the bone. Use the tip of the knife, cut down. Separate the meat from the bone. All sides, just the tip of the knife. All the way down till you feel the joint, and just pop that bone out of place. Sometimes the bone doesn't want to come out of place, so we persuade it with our knife. And check for the bone fragments, like this one. And we're all good. So, fold it over, flip our chicken, check it out, make sure we're all good here. And then we put it with his little chicken friends.
At this time, I'd like to point out that Ian Harvey is a professional chef with professional knife skills who has obvious experience with deboning chickens. The ease of this demonstration, to which you have just witnessed, will most likely not occur on your first attempt. 20 to 30 minutes per chicken is not unusual when you are first learning, even for a trained chef. Just remember, practice makes perfect. Thank you, Ian. Now that you have your chicken deboned, you can prepare it any way you like to. Let's take a look and see how Fog City does it. The chicken is roasted in a firewood oven with garlic butter. The vegetables are also put into the firewood oven with garlic butter, then finished off with the roasted chicken jus. When you put it all together, you get one of the most talked about chicken dishes in San Francisco. When your server brings it out to your table, well, what you see is what you get. Roasted to perfection, this moist and delicious chicken is prepared with fingerling potatoes, cabbage, white onion, bacon, even a little kimchi in the mix. After slicing off the legs and the wings, what's left is one big, juicy piece of chicken. So whether you're enjoying a deboned chicken at home or letting Fog City do it for you, an exceptional dish like this is certainly worth celebrating. So let me make a toast to the exciting culinary finds in San Francisco, with a special shout out to the entire staff at Fog City for making this video podcast possible. Salud! I'd also like to give a special thanks to Chef de Cuisine Eric Lowe, Executive Chef Bruce Hill, and Fog City's General Manager Tyler Higgins. Join me again as we explore the culture of the city through food, wine, and spirits. I'm Tobias Medina, your host with All Things Food, San Francisco.